It's showtime. Hi, welcome to Film Stash. My name's Douglas Campbell, and today we're talking about Beetlejuice.
After Barbara, played by Gina Davis, and Adam Maitland, played by Alec Baldwin, die in a car accident, they find themselves stuck haunting their country residence, unable to leave their home. One of the unbearable Dietzes, played by Catherine O'Hara, Jeffrey Jones, and their teen daughter Lydia, played by Winona Ryder, buy the home, the Maitlands attempt to scare them away without success. Their efforts attract Beetlejuice, played by Michael Keaton, a rambunctious spirit whose help quickly becomes dangerous for the Maitlands and Lydia. So obviously, if you've been outside, you know that Beetlejuice has permeated the air of any Hot Topic or Spirit Halloween. It's had this infectious legacy that is still stuck within our pop culture for almost 40 years now. And truth be told, this is a little embarrassing. For me being 27 years old, I haven't seen it until maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So I popped it into the DVD player and I gave it a shot. Now, my initial thoughts on it, I liked it when I watched it, but I thought that it was incredibly overhyped. Especially considering that the title was called Beetlejuice, and then I saw what the movie actually contained. It just was kind of a quaint little story of these spirits trying to exterminate live humans from their home, and it wasn't much more than that. So with this new Beetlejuice coming out here this week, and I'm planning on covering it next week, I wanted to dive back in and just see if my thoughts have changed at all. See if there's anything I could appreciate from it or anything that you still bug me. I'm just ready to dive in. I'm excited about it. Alright, so let's look into the positives of this movie. Tim Burton's style, it is the biggest highlight for me with this film. Now, he had a bit of a gap between his first directorial debut, which was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Beetlejuice. And you can definitely see his style come more into its own with this movie compared to the original Pee-wee, although there were Burton elements that did sneak its way through. You could see it from the color scheme of both the world of the living and the world of the dead. In the world of the living, it's honestly super bright how Tim Burton shoots it. He shoots it to where it has this more hallmarky kind of look. It's got this very crisp blue and the greenest greens. And then you go into the world of the dead, and it's basically Tim Burton overload. The style that we know of Tim Burton. It's a bunch of dark colors and neon greens. And contrasts like that really make me appreciate his style. Because it does allow it to pop. It allows it to be truly unique. The visuals of the world of the dead, it is really fascinating to look at. Because you have all these extras who are dead, and you see how they died. You see them either charred or cut in half, or things that I'd have to censor for YouTube, unalive themselves. Pretty much, you get to see little Easter eggs like that, but it's played more for comedy. It's really dark, but it's played in this kind of comedic way. There's tons of practical effects, which I absolutely love seeing. You get these skeletons that work within the Office of the Dead. You get stop motion sandworms. There's just so much fun to be had here with Tim Burton's visual style done in this way. And it's honestly something I really missed with his latter films, because I feel like that style and creativity, it looks like Tim Burton made it, but it doesn't have that same weird, quirky heart that his earlier projects had. When I saw Beetlejuice initially a couple years ago, my biggest complaint was the lack of Beetlejuice. Where's Beetlejuice? And then what we were left with were characters that, while they were okay, to me at the time they seemed very thinly written. That and the general plot, just things. Obviously, there's a main plot line going on of trying to get rid of the Dietzes, but it's just very thin. And in general, I still feel that way. But knowing now what the movie actually has in store, I don't mind necessarily how things are thinly written. Essentially, this is a vehicle for Tim Burton to display what's going on inside his head and what he could bring as a director. I viewed it honestly more like a live action cartoon that explores and embraces the strange and unusual. And honestly, it was a lot more fun having it with that mindset. I hope you're enjoying this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Any support will be greatly appreciated. And now, back to the stash. The performances all around, from Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, they were solid. They were solid performances. They worked within this cartoon world that Tim Burton created. And even the extras, they were all solid performances. But obviously, you know what I'm gonna say here. The standout performance, it's obviously Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice. Which is really interesting to say, considering he only has 17 minutes in the movie. That's his total runtime throughout. This movie, like, with me comparing it to cartoons, if this movie were Looney Tunes, Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice is Daffy Duck. He's loud, abrasive, obnoxious, but in the best comedic ways, really. So, going into my mixed, I kinda wish the story utilized Beetlejuice more. Or at least let him be more involved as a character within the story. While I think he's utilized very well for that cartoony aesthetic that the movie's going for in general, the rest of the story itself, it's just okay. It's not bad, but it's just okay. I'm loving the creativity of Tim Burton's world, but I'm just waiting for Beetlejuice to show up again. And with how they use Beetlejuice, he's really just a nuisance most of the time. Even though he is a bit creepy, he's not really a threat. He's just kind of an annoying guy that you're just trying to push away, and you're able to push away. The whole time you're just building up how bad Beetlejuice is. People keep saying, oh, you don't want to work with him. Oh, he's terrible. Oh, he goes way too hard. But then when he does stuff, other than, of course, the gross underage wedding, for the most part, he's not that bad. He just pops out, is like, and then that's it. Like, that's all. It's almost comedic, really, because, like, the movie builds him up as this big threat, and it's kind of underlying, so you think something's gonna come of it. But then as soon as something's about to start, they just immediately put the lid on it, and that's it. You just watch the movie, and it's like, oh my god, he's about to do stuff. Man, Beetlejuice is about to do stuff, and nope. Boom, we trapped him right back into that model. Man, that's a good thing we didn't see anything. That would have been too entertaining. It's a good thing we stopped that from happening. Woo! I'm gonna get hate for that. Honestly, perhaps having too much Beetlejuice would have made the movie unbearable to watch, but I think you could have used him a little more. Like, I think Michael Keaton would certainly do something great with more screen time. Considering that they rebuilt the character up so many times before they even shot the movie.
Oh, do you know what that means? That means it's time for intermission.
So, I don't have a popcorn this week, but I was scrolling through Instagram, my thing, and I noticed that Denny's, they had a limited time Beetlejuice menu. So I looked at what they had, and I decided, you know what? Let's do this. And so my plan was, I was gonna go to Denny's dressed in this, and I was gonna shoot my review there. I was gonna try the foods, and we get there, and they said no. So we rushed back home from Denny's, and we ordered takeout, and we're gonna try the foods here. So let's get right to it.
Hi and welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're ranking the Beetlejuice menu items from Denny's. So let's hop right into it.
No, don't do Charlie. Okay. All right, yeah. So we're trying the Beetlejuice menu items. Let's see. All right, so we're trying this bit by bit. The first thing up on their menu was the Cookies and Scream milkshake. You excited to try it?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Because you look ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it's a multi-step process here. I wanted to try it in full makeup, but, you know, the order kind of, the things got in the way. All right, let's try it. I mean, it just tastes like a normal, you know, cookies and cream shake, but has like the little green sprinklies in there. You want to try it? Well, what do you think?
It's actually really good. I would give
Stop making fun of me, please.
I would give that a solid 3 out of 10. It's so good.
It was good. It's like a 7 out of 10. So I do got to give a slight heads up. It's been a little bit since we got the food. It may be a little cold, so we're not gonna include that in with our ranking at least. So what is this item?
We have the Afterlife Melt.
The Afterlife Melt. A thing that you should probably enjoy warm, but you know, it's okay.
A triple cheese threat made with fried mozzarella sticks, melted American and provolone cheeses, grilled between 2 slices of artisan bread.
Ooh.
Served with tomato sauce and wavy cut fries.
I don't think we got the tomato sauce, but I do like artisan. So, oh, shoot. That looks good.
Ketchup.
That really does look like ketchup. Look at that, guys.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks tasty.
Wait a minute, it's ketchup.
Clink it. And very cheesy. You could definitely taste the slabs of the mozzarella sticks in there. Even cold, all things considered, I think this tastes pretty good. You have anything you want to say on it, Steph?
Well, let me just choke on this real quick. I think we should try it with the tomato sauce.
I think it kind of overpowers the cheese.
I think it's very good with the tomato sauce.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10. That's good.
The Say It 3 Times Slam.
Ooh.
Silver Dollar chocolate chip pancakes topped with vanilla cream, chocolate sauce,
Where's the cream?
chocolate chips, and green sprinkles.
Where's the cream?
Served with 3 eggs and 3 strips of bacon.
I see the bacon and the eggs, and I see the pancakes. But where's the sprinkles? Where is that? Oh no, isn't that nice?
You got takeout.
Yeah, that's true. I can't complain. Yeah.
It doesn't look like the picture.
I mean, it mostly looked like the picture. Sprinkle that on.
You should have done the chocolate sauce first.
It's okay.
Yep, it looks just like the picture.
Now it looks like the picture.
Yeah, we'll put it in post.
Yeah, there it is.
It'll be in the corner.
You probably, well, it'll be somewhere.
There's no cream.
No cream?
No, there was supposed to be cream.
How can I eat these now?
Yeah, it's topped with vanilla cream, chocolate sauce, and the sprinkles.
Liar.
And chocolate chips. It's supposed to have chocolate chips.
Well, the
on
chocolate
top.
chips are inside.
But it's
What is
supposed
that?
to have chocolate chips on top as well.
The first bite, my dear.
Yep.
I don't know if we could show that on the internet. Let's see. That's definitely chocolate pancakes.
It's a chocolate chip pancake.
I think yours from the other night was better.
I like good pancakes.
Yeah, she did like a chocolate chip pancake with cinnamon in it. I don't like pancakes, but that was good. What would you rank these?
It's pancakes.
Yeah. Again, we can't like put the coldness of it into our score, but that's like a 6, like 6 out of 10 for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean they're okay for pancakes. I mean,
Yeah.
Denny's isn't quite like, you know.
No, what do you mean?
Like it's not gourmet.
Hey, you take that back. You take that back right now. Last but not least, what do we have here?
Drum roll, please. Beetlejuice Burger.
The stupidest fucking name I've ever heard.
Don't curse. 3 quarter-pound patties. 3 strips of crispy bacon. 3 slices of provolone cheese.
Oh no!
Topped with signature diner Q sauce.
Boy!
Pickles, onions, tomatoes, and lettuce, all on a brioche bun, served with wavy cut fries.
I didn't get the wavy cut fries. I figured we had enough. But it just sounds like a bacon cheeseburger to me. I mean...
It looks like much more than a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's the Beetlejuice burger.
3 big patties.
It kind of fell apart in the shipping and handling, but again...
You're the one who shipped and handled it.
Yeah, man, this thing has some weight to it, man. Feel it.
Yeah, I picked up a box, like, damn. Like, how are you even gonna bite into that?
Well, that's why we filmed this last, so I can mess up my makeup. Bite into this.
Use your big mouth. It's just... Can we, like, show the camera? It's just meat. Like, it looks like a giant meatball.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's so much.
I'm actually gonna choke on that meat. Yeah.
That's a giant hamburger if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm here to say.
It's a Mondo burger. Yeah.
It's like with the pancakes, it probably would have tasted better a little warmer, but it's also a cheeseburger, and that's always proven to taste good, even when it's bad. I mean...
So if there's anything you take away from this intermission, let it be this. Always have your Denny's food warm and fresh.
Yes.
And also, don't order takeout because they will forget half your pancake toppings.
Hey, we don't want to slander Denny's, but for real, get on that shit.
Love Denny's. I would never slander them.
No, I would. Fucking suck. No. Like, I mean, again, it's a cheeseburger. I love me some cheeseburgers. That's an 8 out of 10.
I haven't rated anything yet, so I'm just not going to rate this either.
No, just rate it. Just, what would you rate this? At least just rate this one.
6.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
She doesn't like cheeseburgers, and that's okay.
I like cheeseburgers. This is just too much. Like, it's not even pleasant anymore because you're not, like, you don't even taste any of the condiments. You just taste meat.
Yep, it's just meat, which I like the meat, so
but
I'm okay
there are
with
condiments on there. But you don't get any of that. You get, like, meat and then, like, cheese.
Okay, intermission's done. Go. See ya. So, honestly, for what this movie is in terms of it being kind of an exploration of Tim Burton's creativity and you get kind of an okay plot, I really don't have any negatives with this thing. I really don't. Because, like, the things I mentioned before, those are just, like, tiny nitpicks, really. I think this movie and what they do, like, I probably would have put the thinness of the plot in this if you asked me 3 to 4 years ago. But I think that there's enough entertainment surrounding everything else to keep me engaged the entire time. Like, I do think it's a pretty good Halloween movie if you want something that's kind of spooky but not too scary. So my feelings, they haven't really changed all that much considering, but I definitely appreciate it more, and I probably would raise my score from what I probably would have gave it years ago if I did this thing. So I would give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. For this week's recommendation, I was trying to think what I could recommend for people, but I've noticed that not too many people, at least my age, talk a lot about Tim Burton's original film, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. People have heard of Pee Wee Herman, and he died pretty recently, and I think that it is a film worth checking out. It doesn't have all of Tim Burton's darkness, but you do see a lot of his creative style that he would incorporate more into his films, and he hones his craft as time goes on before he kind of strays from it a little bit. But You do get some of that early Tim Burton style, and that's why I would recommend Peewee. Check it out. It's weird, it's fun, it's goofy. Go for it. Well, that's all the time we have for today here at Film Stash. My name's Douglas Campbell, and if you excuse me, I gotta add to the stash.